Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 8 months since the first round of stimulus checks went out to the American people. And since then, there's been a lot of talks back and forth about the potentiality of a second round of stimulus checks coming out. It seems like that's the hot topic every other week. And things have been dragging on for so long that, to be perfectly honest, I had just kind of given up on the fact that we would ever see a second stimulus check. But this time, I think it's actually happening. Lawmakers have been working day and night over the weekend to finalize the details of not only a stimulus check, but also a stopgap provision to keep the government open. Something has to be resolved by midnight tonight, or else the entire government shuts down. And while technically it's not official just yet, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, both Democrats and Republicans, are signaling that this bill will pass. So it looks like we are finally going to see a second round of stimulus checks going out. Unfortunately, it's not going to be quite as generous as the first time around. So the first time around, we got $1,200 payments, and it looks like this time it's going to be $600, so half of that amount. Otherwise, the income criteria is expected to stay roughly the same as the first stimulus check. So people earning $75,000 or less would receive the full $600 payment, and then that payment will be slowly phased out as you make more money up until about $99,000, where you will no longer be eligible to receive a payment. Now, this $600 is good for each person in the family, so a family of 4 would then be eligible for $2,400. Now, obviously, $600 is better than nothing, but a lot of people were struggling, and so they're saying that, $600 is just not going to be enough to get them through this time of lockdowns. The good news is, though, President-elect Joe Biden has recently said that we should consider this round of stimulus checks more of a down payment, which implies that there is still going to be negotiations moving forward for a third or possibly even a fourth stimulus check down the road. Now, the final provisions in the bill and the bill itself will be voted on later tonight, but like I said, it is actually expected to pass this time. And assuming that it does pass, checks could actually hit the mail in just a few short weeks, so you should theoretically be getting something in early to mid-January. In addition to the direct stimulus checks, this bill is expected to extend the federal unemployment benefits. The bill is expected to give $300 a week in unemployment benefits for at least 11 weeks through March. So obviously that's going to be hugely beneficial for anyone that's been laid off during this coronavirus pandemic. And just like the first round of unemployment benefits, this second round of $300 a week is going to also cover independent contractors and gig workers who have been laid off. So people that drove for Uber and Lyft or something like that. If you weren't able to drive due to coronavirus, you would still be eligible for this $300 a week. In addition, this bill is expected to extend the federal eviction moratorium by 1 month into January. And at that point, President-elect Joe Biden will then be President Joe Biden, so he would have the option then to extend this moratorium if necessary at that point. In addition, this bill is currently offering $25 billion of assistance to renters. So if you're struggling with making your rent payments, you might be eligible for some compensation under this new program. Now, the details are not out yet, so I don't know exactly who will qualify or who won't and what the exact details are on this renters assistance program. So be sure to stay tuned, guys, for follow-up videos as more details on some of these programs come out. Like I said, none of this is technically approved yet, but barring some sort of disaster tonight, both sides of the aisle are saying that this bill will pass. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, give it a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and as always, I'll see you all again next time. Thanks.